Hey TubeUbers, what's crackin'? So this is my entry into my good buddy Falagar, aka Sammy, his 300 subscribers contest. You get a bunch of extra entries in the hat if you do certain things, and of course I've already forgotten some of them. I think if you make your video 15 minutes long, that's an extra entry. I think if you're the first one, you get an extra entry, and there's a dice thingy. But I'm gonna stick with like the first two. The first question basically is and I'm gonna take my time because I want to make sure this gets to 15 minutes on the button. Because my videos, for those of you that may not know, let me turn this fan down here. It's bugging me. I might get the demon voice after like 11, 12 minutes. So bear with me, folks. So the first question is basically films pairings of films that go together, like a good double bill, a good double feature. Movies that if you watch one, you could probably watch the other one right away because there's similar themes, or there's just something going on that in your mind, whatever it may be, just kind of connects the two. So yeah, just kind of connects the two like that. Uh, so I'm going to go ahead and start with that. And the second question is movies that you've bought or acquired in some means, as long as you didn't steal them, from people's videos that they've reviewed, and they just kind of inspired you to be like, yeah, I want to get that. After seeing them talk about that, the passion they have, I want to get that. I want that in my collection. The thing with me on that is, well, I'll talk about that when I get there. I'm just kind of glancing around, make sure I didn't see any other movies that I think might go together. I know there's so many films I have in my head that if I watch one, I automatically think of this other film. But let me see here a minute. Let me look. Let me look here. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and start and kind of see what happens here. These are really in no particular order. They're just kind of random. Uh, Whenever I watch this film here, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, with Bette Davis and Joan Crawford, uh, Bette Davis is just so mean in this. She's just a nasty, nasty, nasty woman in this film. I'm not a huge fan of Bette Davis. She's done a couple things. This All About Eve. Yeah, I can't think of what else, but I'm not really a big fan of Bette Davis, but she is just brilliant in this. And like I said, she's just viciously mean, just a mean old bitch in this film. And whenever I see this film, this next film just kind of pops into my head. Maybe because the evilness of a much younger, but albeit a bitch nonetheless, just a younger one. Actually, a lot more deadly too. And that is Patty McCormick as the little Rhoda Pinmark from The Bad Seed. Incredibly evil little girl, the epitome of an evil little child, the bad seed. Yes, a very bad seed. The movie is awesome. The book is good too. Different endings though, so check them out. But yeah, she's just so mean in this that whenever I, see this, I kind of think of this. So I think these two are really fun to watch back to back. Just be warned that this would be a long double feature because this one here is 129 minutes and this one here is 133. So you're in for quite the evil duo. Next up, another couple films that really, holiday films, you know, really you could kind of put this film with that film, as long as they have the same holiday theme. But for some reason, I don't know, I think maybe because the Bumpus's dogs are so mean in this that, you know, I mean, come on. Here you got, you know, you got Ralphie's mom. She is making this beautiful dinner, and you got the Bumpus's dog that come barreling through the kitchen, busting up their beautiful dinner in the Christmas Story. Oh, that poor dinner. There you go. You got handsome little Ralphie. Actually, kind of looks like me when I was younger. My cheeks weren't as chunky, though. And I wasn't in A Christmas Story. So, I don't know. Like I said, something to go along with this. Really, there's a, you know, you could put like, you know, White Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street, whatever. But to me, when I have something so joyful and fun, I immediately just want to follow it up with Bill Goldberg, Santa's Sleigh. Yeah, I don't know. The evil Bumpus dogs and the evil Bill Goldberg. So, I mean, imagine, you know, maybe you could have, in this, you could have Bill Goldberg as Mr. Bumpus running through the house and slaughtering the family and then sitting down and eating their turkey. I just like these two together. I don't know. That's the fun thing about this video, Sammy, is people's minds work in weird ways. You could hook with this with this. Next up here, these two. Satan's Little Helper and Trick or Treat. Obviously both a Halloween theme. Yeah, these movies are just a blast back to back. I cannot wait for the sequel to this. And of course, this is Jeff Lieberman, Squirm, etc. You know, Blue Sunshine. Awesome stuff. Always love his stuff. Can't wait to see if and when he does anything next. My camera's gone blurry on me. Let's see if we can get it refocused. Doesn't usually work like that. So those two, yeah. So watch this if you haven't seen this. I think this is really underrated. But if you're a fan of horror and, you know, Jeff Lieberman, you should have seen that already. If not, shame on you. Now these two movies here I picked because they are both erotic. They're both erotic. And the female lead is just a beautiful vampire. And that is Innocent Blood and the one on this one here, on this pack here. Ignore these other shit films. But Nausea, right here. Right here. These two films together, they both have a gothic overtone. They're sexy, erotic. The female lead is absolutely gorgeous. So those two together are brilliant. Now these two here, both from completely different countries. I picked these two together because the female lead, or leads, because one of them has two female leads, they're spunky, they're fun to watch, entertaining as hell to see them on screen. The music in these two films, the colors that just pop off the screen, just make the two films just absolutely fun to watch back to back. Even though they're really totally different when it comes down to subject matter, but they're just fun to watch. And that is the awesome Amelie with the equally awesome Audrey Tattoo. The colors, the music, everything in this film just pops off the screen. Just a beautifully done, well done, beautiful film. Of course, by the extraordinary Jean-Pierre Jeunet. If you do not know him, you need to see his stuff. Awesome, but it goes really well. And I'll show both versions, the Blu-ray and the DVD, with Kamikaze Girls. Like I said, this one has two leads, but the music, the colors, the quirky humor just match beautifully along with Amelie. Now Now a little trip to Weirdsville here. Lost Highway, which is, along with Elephant Man, probably my favorite David Lynch. But when you come to weird-ass David Lynch, this is probably my favorite David Lynch. Goes really well with Takeshi Miike's Gozu, which is basically his tribute to David Lynch. It's a mind trip. I mean, look, you got a dude squatting on the front with a pig head. Or a bullhead. Yeah, a bullhead. Because I think Gozu means bullhead or something in Japanese. Cowhead? Something like that. But these two will make you scratch your melon. Now these two here, Street Trash, straight out of the 80s. Awesomely fun film. Fantastic effects. And one that you would think would be out of the 80s, but it's actually a newer film. And that is Mold. Terrible cover, because this cover here does not even begin to show you the quirkiness and funniness and wackiness of this movie. That cover is way too serious for this. Check out other images on Google and you'll see some other artwork that fits this much better, which I wish they would have put on there. But these two films go so well together just because of the silliness, the ooziness, etc. and so on. These two go awesome together right here. Next up, my favorite horror/musical of all time. Looks like I might be getting the demon voice. I don't know. Let's see. Phantom of the Paradise. Absolutely thrilled about the upcoming Scream Factory release. Paul Williams and Guillermo del Toro. Oh, man, that's a dream. Now, see, I could have picked Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I didn't. I picked another one I like a lot as well, and that is Suck. They're both musical. They're both horror-related. They're both awesome. This one, of course, is more awesome, but these are a fun pairing. Just some good old rock and roll music and horror. The Shining. If you see The Shining, which most of you probably have, whether you like this film or not, you gotta kind of watch it. It's like not watching Best Worst movie if you love Troll 2. You know, if there's a documentary about a film that you love, you gotta kind of watch it. That's Room 237. Some wacky conspiracy theories in this film. Not a fantastic film, but still, if you like The Shining as much as I do, worth watching just to see where these people are coming from. On this pack here, it will be the more specific Eliminators right there. Right there. Right there. And Manborg. Very similar look, and obviously Eliminators, if you've seen this film, you know Eliminators was a huge influence on Manborg here. I mean, just the look of the guy with the half thing, with the laser eye type thing. But these two go brilliantly together. Well, Eliminators right there, and this one. Yeah, like that. Brilliant. Awesomely fun. Both cheesy. Great cheesy effects. Now, next up here, speaking of Jeff Lieberman, we have the brilliant Squirm. And just because squirms are squirms, I meant to say worms, and I said squirms. Oh, boy. Just because worms are slimy and slippery, frogs. Slimy and slippery. There you go. You got nature's finest. Yep. Nature's finest. And the last two that I could think of, the awesome Michael Rooker and Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, and a more recent serial killer film that I really, really enjoy, kind of like a Ned Flanders gone serial killer, Tony. I really like these two together because why? They both have serial killers. So there we go. And now the second question was videos you've seen of people reviewing something or showing something that inspired you to go out and buy it. This is a tough one for me because I watch, you know, a pretty constant stream of certain individuals that show stuff that I want. The thing is, I haven't acquired a lot of that stuff yet, but these are 3 things that were inspired from watching people's videos or having conversations with them about a certain thing, and I was like, yeah, you know, I'd like to have some more of this. So the first one I'll show, my buddy on here, Sparky Gerbil, John, is a big fan of Laurel and Hardy, and I hadn't thought about them for a long time, and we were kind of talking and whatnot, and just kind of sparked my interest again, and I just happened to go out and find Jitterbugs. Now, I probably wouldn't even have been looking for this type of thing if it wasn't from that conversation. So, yeah, this was definitely inspired by Sparky Gerbil and me conversing about Laurel and Hardy. Look for my review on this. It's back a few videos. Next up here, I hadn't seen this trailer. I didn't know about this movie, and my friend Sexy Blues, a.k.a. Johnny Blues the Blues Man. Hey, cats and kitties. Oh, demon voice. Kind of got me interested in this film because I, previously hadn't heard about it. That was 47 Ronin. I haven't watched it yet, but I remember he really enjoyed it, and I plan on watching it, just getting time to watch stuff. But yeah, this is definitely inspired by him mentioning it to me and letting me see the trailer for the first time, right there. And this one here was actually inspired by you, Sammy. You did the review on this, and I had not heard of the film. I thought it looked brilliant. Your review was brilliant. And I told you I was going to go look for this, and luckily enough, you sent it to me, my friend. And that is The Horseman, a fantastically well done revenge film. I love this movie. It's just a brilliant film. But yeah, this was definitely inspired by your review. That's all I have for that thing. But there are just so many other films out there that I want to get that I've seen in people's videos that I just haven't got my hands on yet. But I definitely get inspired by watching people review a certain film that I know I want, or just showing something that I might not have known about or forgotten about, and they re-spark my memory of that, and it just makes me want to get it that much more. So there we go. There's my video for your contest, Sammy. I didn't do the dice thing, just because this video ran so long, I didn't really want to do a two-parter. So I hope this video uploads. So there we go. Great contest. Congratulations on everybody that's subscribed to you. Look forward to being your friend for years to come, whether it's on YouTube, in person, through letters, whatever it may be, my friend. Thank you for being there. Appreciate you. You're a fantastic guy. You do fantastic stuff on your channel. And that's that. Now, everybody out there, subscribe to my channel. Comment down below on this video, every other video. Check out Sammy's contest. I'll put a link to his contest down below. Spread the word, and cheers.